dictionary, meaning and examples. Then on Saturdays when we sit down, or on Sundays when we sit down to relax as a family, then we begin to tell ourselves what we have learned. Today, I know I can write sentences and use vocabularies that some other person reading. We need to consult the dictionary to be able to understand what I'm talking about. I don't write common English. Can you teach your child to learn a musical instrument before he gets to 16 years, his 16th birthday? Can you teach your child to learn a musical instrument, whether it's a drum, piano, or whatever, before 16 years? Can you do that for yourself? And you'll be amazed the neurons in the brain that he will activate that will help you for his next level. Teenagers, I've talked about that. Sex education. Some of us are too righteous. Not even being too righteous. When a child begins to get to JSS1, they begin to have body odor. They can't buy roll-on to be able to clean themselves up, to be able to smell well. To be able to smell well. Then there's something the universe wants to tell you now. Before we go, I just have a few points now before I go. Those were the things your children told us to tell you. And these are the things I want to tell you from Unibec management, for the management body. Number one thing here is let us know the health status of your child. Let us know the health status of your child. We've sent a form across to parents. Some of you refuse to return those forms. The funny thing is, if your child collapses in Unibec today, for one thing we did not know and we did, are you going to hold me responsible for it? The form, we were supposed to tell us, my child is asthmatic. My child cannot do this. He does not do this. Then the teacher will be aware and avoid that child. Now we are preparing for international. Something happened 2 weeks ago. They were jogging every other child in the school. A child was jogging all along with them. They've not jogged 3 minutes. This boy had to sit down and he brought out his inhaler and started almost choking. When we checked his record, there was no record. We need to know the health condition of the children you're giving to us. Some of you, your teachers invite parents. Chairman, sir, please. Some parents have been invited by teachers. Please, I need to see you to discuss some matters about your child. I'm not coming. Some children met us yesterday after the seminar and they were motivated and they were inspired. They came to me and gave me numbers of their parents to call. My mom will be at home, but she will not like to come for this PTA meeting. Uncle, please, she needs to hear what you need to tell them. Some of them might spend 10 minutes to convince. They say, he get as a B. Friday. They invite you to the school where you're investing money. Come and hear, come and know. You say, no, you're too busy. We've said it. When they come back every day, find time and open their bags. Find time and ask them what they learned. That is a value for your investment. When the results are out, come and pick your child's results. Go to the principal's office and the headmaster's office. See results, piled up. Parents don't care. Are we going to eat? The results are to tell you, when you see the result of this term, you must go to the result of last term and check whether there is progress. You can compare 3 results of previous terms and check if there is progress. Progress of a child does not mean he was coming 15th and then he has to come 2nd. He can come 15th today and he has to come 3rd, 13th. From 13th he has to come, he has to be what? On the 12th or 11th. It's a process. Success is a process. Perfection is in production in these children. Don't judge them yet and don't give up on them. I'm closing. I'm talking of Unibec now. Then we say maintain professional relationship with our what? Teachers. Some of you have phone numbers of the teachers. And I've told my teachers, even if they visit you in your house, they should sit down by the edge of your cushion. Until you tell them to relax, then they should relax. I can't just come into your house for the first time and then I spread. Then when you're discussing with our teachers, please keep it professional. Keep it on your children. Don't ask them, don't talk more than, don't begin to talk of market and all that thing, all those things. I'm still investigating a matter. One of my teachers had to insult one of my parents just because they had a business they were doing together, buying and selling. Then she openly insulted a customer of mine. That matter is still going to be attended to. Pay your fees. As of today, I asked them to check the debtors list. The debtors list is about 1.8 million or thereabout, people who are still owing. An exam is starting on Monday. I'm here to declare it that no child will write a single alphabet if you're owing a single kobo. The chairman is here. He will negotiate or pay for Universal. But it is not funny. We pay salaries close to almost 3 million on a monthly basis. In the 4 months running of the school, we spend close to, on an average of 13 to 14 million on every time. And some persons refuse to help us do this. Then we said, dress your children for access. The party is coming by December. Some of our parents would love to dress our children in rags, seductively. When you have children who are beginning to dress as if they are harlots, as little as they are, then you tell me somebody, a young man in your house, or a neighbor around you, who sees that child dressing in that manner, will not be sexually aroused. Is it possible? I'm asking parents, is it possible? Dress your children for what? Access. Don't dress them as suspects. I'm talking of those wearing the jeans, even the young men that wear jeans and the boots and all that. It is your money. When you go to the market with your kids, don't allow them to debt for you. Don't tell them, they will tell you, Mommy, is this one that is raining now? You want to buy that one that is raining for them. Then when your children come out of the house, they are wearing chain. You don't ask them, some of you didn't even buy those things for them. Until independence, that's 16, 18 years. Tell your children and instruct them. None of you should buy a single thing for yourself, no matter how much you save from the money I'm giving to you. If you want to buy anything for yourself, that budget must pass through me. Let me know what you want to go and buy. Because some of them save their own personal money to buy some of those nonsense they wear and look like dogs. Ban them from buying things for themselves. Then we are talking of double promotion. Stop doing this double promotion thing. You want your child is in JSS, or you want the next academic year moving him from Unibet to Covenant, and you claim he was in JSS, so you want to put him in JSS 3. By right, if you need to change a school for a child, negotiate with that child. If that child refuses to change, don't change him. But some of you want to, you leave some of us bully our children, and it's like a military barracks. You must do what I say. There was a regulate the television usage and the channels. Now we have the cable TVs. Nobody is interested in Silver Bed anymore and Arrest TV anymore. Now we have over 30-something channels on the TV. You don't know what they are, you don't know who they are, you don't know what the message they are passing across. Be careful what your children are looking at. Exam is by Monday, and the exam timetable has been out since last week. Can I ask, how many parents have a sample of the exam timetable the children will be writing from next week? It is your duty and responsibility as a parent to make sure you have a copy of the school exam timetable. So some of these children have mathematics tomorrow, they will read English today. It is your responsibility as a parent to do what? Guide them. I've talked about textbooks. Some of your children don't have textbooks, and you expect us to perform magic in their life. Please listen, Chico. Some of your children, most of your children don't have textbooks. But what I want to do, if I'll be around, if I'll not be going back to work by January, is every class I go in, and a child does not have a textbook to show for it, then we'll be negotiating with the parents on what magic we want to do on that child. They say readers are leaders. Encourage your children to read, to update themselves and upgrade themselves. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about rounding up now. The next thing I want to talk about is what? The school uniform. If I tell you, some of you got a text message. If I tell you that some students have been using one pair of uniform, I'm talking of the shirt and the knicker, okay, let's start like this. They use one pair from Monday through Friday. Then they use it from 1st of the month to 30th of the month. Then they use it from January to December. One pair, up and down. You know what I asked them? Just in case they told you, I asked them. Are you really staying with your parents? Or are you staying with your uncle? Because I cannot imagine how you can allow your child to wear one uniform for 3 years. Because since in JSS 1, he must wear one uniform till he gets to what? JSS 3. I think for me it's wickedness. My mom will not do it to me. She never did it to me. We used to give 2 uniforms when you pay initially when you want to come into the school. But parents said we should remove it. That it makes the school fees look as if it's big. Let us put one. They will buy one later. The one they never came to buy it again. Please do that. Then we have children in the nursery department that come with Indomie Monday through Friday Indomie. Or they are coming with beans Monday through Friday, every day beans. Or they are coming with yam. Or they are coming with different varieties of rice. I mean, it's for me it's wickedness.
Some of them that you have, they like.
He says some of them, that's what they like. It's what we have. It's what you have. I can't hear you. We'll have time for questions, please. This is my own opinion. I'm now rounding up. Now, can I tell you this? Can you be the first parent? Can you be the first person to buy your child his first phone? The first phone your child is going to use, be the first person to use it. And as long as your child is using that phone, you have access and freedom to access it anytime. I've seen phones in this school severally, and when I pop into the gallery, the photos, I see things that are unbelievable. The children are using phones, you have access to it until they gain independence. Until they gain independence, you have access to that phone. Let them know. Whether your uncle bought it for them or you bought it for them, you must have access to that phone. If your child comes back from school, give them an unannounced search on their school bag. You'll be amazed what you will see inside there. We've actually searched an SS3 student's bag 2-3 years ago, and we saw condom. We've seen another one. We've seen beer, alcohol. Search your children's bag, flip through the pages. Some of you that have teenage children, if I ask you what is your child's nickname or guy name or AKA, will you know? Almost all of them have nicknames, even from JSS 1. But when you open their books, okay, this is the last report that we're living here now. It's unfortunate. I spent 5 hours with your children on Wednesday, 4 hours with your children yesterday. So if you want me to spend 30 minutes with you, I can't perform them. I will just report myself to them on Monday and tell them they didn't allow me to speak the gospel truths. But what I'm telling you is this: if they are willing to change, to discover themselves, they need your support. That's why I'm here. They cannot do it alone. Stay positive with your children. Kids are kids. On that one again. You should calm down. Then I want to tell you, find time to meet your friend, the friends of your children. Visit, invite them. This weekend we want to have a small party in the house. Invite your friends. Let them come. Then you have a forum with them. When you talk with a child, you'll be able to know the vision of the child. Even the way they dress and come to your house, you'll be able to know that it's in the right direction of your child or the wrong direction of your child. Is someone listening to me? And then they told me something to tell you. When you fight and quarrel, fight inside the room and keep your voice down. Some of these children come to school devastated. They are in class looking at the blackboard, but they've traveled. When you tap them and say, what is the problem? You always do the same concentration. They'll say, mommy and daddy. When you fight before them, and quarrel before them, make sure when you want to reconcile, you don't reconcile on the bed in the room. Also come in public before them and reconcile. Let them be aware that you reconcile. You can't disgrace me in public and then reconcile with me inside. You will also have to apologize to me where? In public. Some of these things we do affect them. And then we say, they also said I should let you understand that when you're having your romance affair, you want to renew and rekindle your candles, do it inside the room. In our time, we were up to 25, 24. It was when I got to university, I knew actually what a man and a woman affair is all about. But I tell you, this technology age, that a child of 5 years is looking at you. You think he doesn't know what he's looking at? Is that what you think? You'll be amazed. Little kids now know their curiosity and adventure is taking them to the next level. Please be careful what you do before the children, what they see and what they okay. And then lastly, I'm jumping a lot of things to get to the last one now. Now, some of your children don't know your phone number. They don't know your house address. They don't even know the vehicle number of your car. Did you say why or how? Why? It is wrong, is what I'm saying. I should be able to tap your child and ask your child at any point. But eventually your child is picked up from anywhere, God forbid, and is dropped somewhere in nobody, lost and confused. And somebody comes to you, what is your problem? Where are you going to? What happens there? Then they have to televise your child on RSTV before you're able to know. The church should be able to tell someone, this is my father's phone number, please call him. This is my home address, please do that. If your car is stolen today and your child is moving along the road and sees your car with your plate number, you should be able to know this is my daddy's car. But what I told them yesterday is this: don't release your phone number, the phone numbers of your parents, and the address of your home, unless you're under emergency. Because the society we live today is not safe. Somebody can meet them along the road. Mr. Bona's son, he said yes. Please, can I have your father's phone number? I've told them, don't give. Tell the person, please, whenever you see my father, collect the phone number from me. That's what I told your kids. But try as much as you can to tell them to do what? Have those numbers, your phone number, plate number, home address. Is that okay? Teach your girls how to cook. If you have personal businesses, welcome your children weekends. Some of you have shops. You bring your after school, your children come to shop and stay till 8, 9. It is, to me it's wrong. To me it's wrong. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. So, no, I'm done. So what I want to tell us now is this. I'm done. Success is not overnight. Success is not overnight. Success is not overnight. Challenge your peace to think above and beyond. Challenge your peace to think above and beyond. Challenge your peace to think above and beyond. And it is your responsibility from now to make the rest of their life the best of their life. It is your responsibility to make the rest of your life the best of their life. As we play our parts as teammates in Unibec, play your own role as teammates at home. I told your children, if I can be what I am today, from the JSS3 I've discovered myself, if I can be what I am today, then they can be better persons tomorrow. Whatever we teach them, we finish the scheme of work. If within them they are not willing to do an extra thing to go to the next level, you've played your part and I've played my part. That is all. They need to think beyond and above to be able to get to that next level. I'm sorry I did not finish, but we'll see next time. Thank you.